Karen Cridlin from patchamama.com, on my way to my professional corporate psychology job, counselling a young lawyer today. What I do in this role is everything from mediation to coaching, executive coaching, leadership development, and a little bit of counselling here and there. I do enjoy parts of this job, but generally speaking, I actually find it quite stressful, particularly with children, because the stakes are very high, and as you know, being a working mother, it's incredibly difficult to get a full night's sleep and feel really rested before work. So yeah, it's not great having the stakes are high, time pressured job where you have to do it, you know, on a day that you've booked something rather than in your own time, like in the evenings when your kids are asleep. Anyway, I thought I'd just say hi while I'm breathing and just drop the kids off with my parents. And it's always, I feel such a rush in the morning, no matter how much preparation I do, which I didn't today because I was writing my birth stories to give to my wonderful midwife at the end of the year. One of the other mothers in our group has thought of a beautiful idea to give her a book of all of our birth stories. So I was busy trying to finish off mine. Being the perfectionist that I am, I finished last night and then resent them this morning after a quick edit. So I was rushed this morning, as I often am, trying to get in there today into the city. I have to leave around 2 hours to get in from where I live, just because the traffic can be horrendous. So it's just always a stress with a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old and a nearly 1-year-old, trying to get them all in the car. My oldest going in her pajamas, my middle going with her head full of Epsom salts and hair clips and bows, and my little guy actually ended up going naked because he'd just done a poo just as we were leaving, and I'd put him in the shower, and then I was feeding him and he fell asleep, so he ended up naked in his nappy in his car seat having I was hoping he'd sleep, but didn't on the way down. And then here I am feeling like, am I going to get a headache after all the craziness? It just gets me thinking, you know, how do we do it as women? Such a juggle, trying to give everything we've got to our children, and then we've got clients and businesses and jobs and friends and family and bills and other commitments that just take so much from us. So what do we do to give back to ourselves? And that's something that I'm very passionate about, because I've found actually that's something that doesn't come naturally to me. Self-care I absolutely love, but it's not a natural thing for me, coming from a mother who was a nurse for 50 years and spent all of her life caring for others. I've definitely got that gene. So I do find it incredibly hard to find the time to just sit down or do something that's just for me. So I'd love to hear from you. What do you do to soothe yourself, to give yourself the much needed self-care that we need as mothers? Please post in the comments below.